Yeah, recording has been started. How was your day? Only कितने response मिले? Only 4 to 5. And you guys are right now 80 plus. What about the others? Don't want to share your experience? Hectic, nice, good. Okay. Apart from this, any other reply? Great. Pattern printing is tough. It is not tough actually. In the first go, it seems to be because it is very first, right? Because you don't have that much of practice to visualize it. Don't worry. Again, we are going to see it. Tight schedule. ठीक है. Fine. Okay. So let me share my screen first. Then yeah. First, we will see the recap. Then we will move to the today's content. Okay. So what we have learned yesterday, or you can say that whatever the problems that we have solved. So it was based on, totally it was based on problems, right? Okay. So at the last, there was a problem. What was the name of the problem? Last problem. Some smallest, if you remember this one, counting to the smallest greater sum. This was our last problem, right? So just we have solved this problem. Means just wanted to know, anyone has any challenge? Means should I dry run this code? How we are implementing this, or you guys are comfortable with this? What do you say? Do I need to dry run this question, or you guys are comfortable? Okay. So seems like I'm getting the responses as a 50-50. So no worry, we will try to do the dry run for this problem. Anyone wants to volunteer? Anyone wants to volunteer? Okay. Shubhashri, are you there?
Yes, sir. Good afternoon, sir.
Yeah. Good afternoon. How are you?
I'm fine, sir.
Just give me a second. Read the problem till now.
Yes, sir. So the problem is Ema, a math enthusiast, enjoys solving mathematical puzzles. She set herself a challenging task. Given a positive integer target, she wants to find the count of terms that must be added from 1 to n to achieve a sum that is just greater than the target number.
Okay. So have you understood the problem statement, what it wants to tell us?
Yes, sir.
First of all, what output they want? They want count as output. Okay. Count of all the
Yes,
terms that must be added from where to where? From
1 to
1 to
n.
n. They have given the starting point. Always remember, they have given the starting point. It should be from 1 to n. To achieve a sum that is just greater than the target value. So just greater than the target value, this will give your condition key till what you need to run the loop. Means in the if statement, what exactly you need to write, it is written over here in short.
Yes.
Suppose this is the sum and this is the target value. So what you need to check over here.
In if statement, the condition should be uh, sum is uh, greater than to target value.
So, so suppose if this condition is true, sum is
Yeah,
greater than, or we can say it might be possible, no? It can be equals to. So
yeah,
just
we can.
see, if sum is 25 and our target is also 25. So at that time, I have to stop at 25 only now. Okay, for
Yeah,
example. So can I say that if this condition is true, then I need to what? Do I need to go further? I need to stop now.
no, no. Yeah,
Okay. If you understood this, let us come to the implementation part. Now over
yes,
here we have given n as a 10 and the target as a 25. Okay.
yes, sir.
So let us see. It's just a greater than, right? Yeah, yeah. It's just a greater than over here. It's just a greater than the targeted value. Yes, you are right. Not greater than equals to. It is just a greater than. Okay.
Yeah,
Thanks for correcting. So n is 10 and targeted value is how much? 25.
25.
Okay. So we know that at the end we need to find out the count. That's why I have taken the variable as a count. Then also we need to deal
Yes,
with the sum. That is the reason why I am declaring a variable as a sum which is starting from the zero. Okay. Now from where to where we need to run a loop. So they are also given to us from 1 to n.
10,
Is the reason why in the for loop I have written we have to run a loop from 1 to n. Both are
10.
inclusive, not exclusive, right? In both we need to include. Now we need to add whatever the value of I is coming inside the sum variable.
Yes,
Right? For example, I'm writing the value of n over here, then sum in this column and target is already there. So sum value, how it will be get updated? So just you need to do one thing, sum equals to sum plus,
so I.
for example, I, or just we are doing the dry run. So I'm taking, uh, here you can take I only. So over here n, instead of n, take, take I only. Okay? Sum.
Yes, sir.
Now at the very first, at the very first, what is the value of I?
I. 1.
1. Okay? Now starting sum was 0, right? So
Yeah,
in the first iteration, this is your first iteration. Okay? First
yes.
iteration. Also you have one more variable as count.
Count.
Okay? Now I is 1. So we entered into in this for loop. Then we need to update the sum. So sum
Sum
equals
value.
to sum plus I. So what will be the updated value of sum?
1. It's
And
1.
also you need to do the count till how many numbers you are actually adding inside the sum, that you need to count as well. So
Yeah, 1.
from 0 it will become 1. Is it clear? You know.
Yes.
Then in the line number 13 we are checking whether the sum is greater than the targeted value or not. Now sum is 1, targeted value is 25. Is it greater? Is it greater?
No, it's smaller
It
than.
is false.
It's
So
smaller than
our
target value.
control will never enter inside this if condition. Can I say that?
Yes,
So
sir.
what is the next step? Next step. So control will move from here to I plus plus. Can I say that?
Yes, sir.
Getting it? So let me clear
Yeah.
this one. Then from value of I, which was 1, it will become 2. Then it will check
2.
whether I value is already, you guys know how this for loop works, right? Then what
Yeah.
what is the next step? Sum equals to sum plus I. What was the value of sum? 1, right? So you need to add
Yes.
this value to the sum. What will be the
2.
updated value? What will be the
3.
updated value? 3. And count was 1. You just need to do count plus plus. It will become 2.
2.
Now again you will check line number 13 whether the value of sum, which is 3, is it greater than 25? So it is false.
No.
That is full loop. Again I plus plus, it will become 3. What will the value of sum now?
6.
So just you need to add 3 plus 3. It will be 6. I value was 2. Now it will become 3.
3.
Now you will check again sum, which is equals to 6. Is it greater than 25?
No, false.
False. So we will not enter inside this if condition. Again I plus plus. From 3 it will become 4. What will be the new value of sum?
10.
What will be the count plus plus? 4. Again you will
4.
check if condition whether the 10 is greater than 25.
It's
No.
false.
Again I plus plus. From 4 it will become 5. What will
5
be the updated value of
and
sum?
15.
15. Okay. Then count plus plus. Then we will check this if condition whether 15 is greater than 25. Again this condition is false. We will not enter inside this if condition, right?
Yes.
Then I plus plus. From 5 I will become 6. 15 plus 6,
Yeah. 21.
21. I plus plus 6. Again you will compare the sum whether 21 is greater than 25. Again
No.
this is false. So we will not enter inside this if condition. Then next step is I plus plus.
And
From 6
7.
it will become 7, right? Now what will be the updated value of sum?
It's 28.
28. I plus plus 7. Is 28 greater than 25? Is
Yes,
it
that's true.
true? Yeah. Now we are going to enter inside this if condition and it is telling that stop over here, break your loop. So directly your control will directly move out from, you can say that line number 14 to line number 18. Then you are
Mm.
printing this count. What is the count? What is the
7.
count? See from here.
7.
7. So that is the reason why your answer is 7.
Yeah.
Is it clear now, everyone? Please confirm.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Thank you, Subhashri. You can mute.
Thank you, sir.
So yeah, let's come back to our today's content. What you have learned today? Hmm. What you have learned? All of you? So you learn about the nested loops, right? Now, first of all, tell me how why there is need to use the nested loops. So you are telling that nested loop is nothing but loop inside loop. Okay. Then why there is necessary to use the nested loop? So again, it depends on the application. It depends on the application. Based on that, we are having the requirement of the nested loops. Now let us see some example. From there, we try to understand need of nested loop. You can say that. Now, suppose if I want to print numbers from 1 to 10. So what is the best option? What is the best option? Do I need to do in this way? Please concentrate. System dot out dot println 1, then 2, then 3. Do I need to do in this way till 10? Yes or no? Is this a way? Good way? No? What you can do? what you can do? You can use the loops, right? You can use for loop. For example, I'm using the for loop. I equals to 1, I is less than equals to 10, and I plus plus. This 10 can be any number. For example, I'm taking a variable n equals to 10. So can I replace this hard-coded 10 with this variable n? Is it possible? Yes, of course. In future, if you want to change the value of 10 to 100, yeah, it is possible. Just you need to change the value of n over here. Okay, so now you can print this I system dot out dot println I. Okay, so run it on the shell. Okay, so let us clear this first. Then Java nested dot Java. Okay, so let us see the output. Getting the numbers from 1 to 10. Now I want to print this number in a single line. So what we can do? Use print instead of println. And let us give space as well so that visibility will be good. Now, if you see the output, dot out dot print, and then some space, and giving compilation failed. Okay, try to run it again. Again, the same. Why it is giving? Let us run without this first. Okay. Let me clear this again. Failed. ठीक है. Might be possible it is taking the time to load. Java nested.java. Yeah, so we are getting the output, but it is in the same line. Let us try to give the spaces as well in between the numbers. So now you are able to see the output, right? Now, what is the requirement? What is the requirement? Let me give you output how it look like. So just I'm copying the output from here and pasting over here. Now, what is the requirement? I just need to print this output. Okay, it is not getting copied as well. So, okay. So I need to print this output. You can say that 5 number of times. I need to print this output 5 number of times. What I need to do? What I need to do? So you're telling me write down this loop 5 number of times. Is it okay? Run it. So you will get the output, right? So again, they are coming in the same line. So if I want to give the line break, if I want to give the line break after after one for loop, so what is the option available? I can use system dot out dot println. This is the line break, you can say that. So let us try to give this line break after each output. Everyone knows about this, right? This is not new for you. Now, given the line break, yeah, this will also work. Getting it? Getting the output? Separate output. Now, what if same thing if I want 100 number of times? Same thing if I want 100 number of times. So, क्या करना होगा? So, about this for loop I need to write, right? Is it a way? Is it a way? What option is available for us? What option is available? Do we have any option? So answer is yes, we have the option. So we can go with the nested loops. Simple. Let us try to see how we can use the nested loops. Okay. So just I am taking this for loop. Okay. And I'm just uncommenting it. Now suppose I want the output 5 number of times. Okay. 5 number of times I want this similar kind of output I am trying to print. So we have the option to use the nested for loop. Int. Now remember one thing, you need to change the variable name. You cannot take the same variable name. Okay. Again, starting from 1 to I is less than or equals to I, comma, j. So same variable name you need to take. Okay. Don't need to change over here. Now you can give some print statement like system dot out dot print the same line if I want to print. So what should I write? I or j over here? What should I write? I or j? So it should be j because I want this output 5 number of times, but this output is getting controlled by outer loop, and whatever this line, if you are able to see these lines, this is controlled by the inner loop. Okay, are you able to imagine this? How the output is coming? No worry, even though if it is not, I'm going to show you. Now, why I'm giving this system.out.println? This is called as a line break because I am using the print over here. Now to give the line break, I'm using the println. Try to run it again. Okay, getting the output, getting the output. Now you can give the spacing as well if you want. Okay, and over here, suppose I write 10. My voice is lacking. Is it for everyone? Is it for everyone? Please confirm. No, no. Okay. So are you getting the same output? See this output where I write a single for loop 5 number of times and see this output where I write the nested for loop. Just you can say that loop inside a loop. And see this code, how much code required to write the first output, and see the code which is required to write the second output. Are you able to see the difference? Are you able to see the difference? Now, let us try to change the problem statement. See the output again. Java nested dot Java. Now, please concentrate over here. So just whatever the loop pattern printing questions are there, na, it's totally based on if you understood how the for loop nested for loop works, then the pattern printing will not be a challenging part. Now, just tell me how many rows are there over here? How many rows are there? Five. How many columns are there? Columns. Now, I want to change this rows from 5 to 10. Now, where I need to make the changes? In the inner for loop or in the outer for loop? Now, I want to make rows as 10 from 5. So, where I need to make the change? Inner, inner loop or outer loop? How many of you think already if you see it is 10 over here only, na? Do I need to make over any changes over here? Now tell me, which controls the number of rows, outer loop or inner loop? Which control number of rows? Outer. And number of column will depend on the inner loop. Now, if you change outer loop from 5 to 10, now you will get number of rows as a 10. Am I right? Getting it? Is it clear? Is it clear? Please confirm. Now let us try to see for the 5 rows and 5 columns only. So we'll try to have the more visualization. Uh, Guys, please confirm if my voice is if it is lagging or anything. If you are feeling any lag, please inform me. If it is for everyone, then I need to close the other tabs as well. It is slow. It is low or slow. I'm getting both responses. Low, slow. ठीक है. Just echo might be some echo will be there. This is a closed room. Just I'm closing the another tabs which are open. Give me a second. Huh. Done. Let me share my screen again. Yeah. Now, now let us try to see dry run for this nested loop. How many of you wants to see the dry run part of this nested loop? How the nested loop works? How many of you wants to see how the nested loop works? Let us see. I'm just making it more compact, keeping it at one side. Now, okay, fine. So before that, let me make some table for you, so the understanding will be more clear. Mhm. Just a second. We have the line as well. Yeah. So I'm trying to uh, have 5 rows and the 5 columns. Okay. So tell me the whatever the condition written in the nested for loop. Is it right for the 5 rows and 5 columns? Is it right? Now, so this will be your rows 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this will be your columns 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Now, which variable is representing the rows? Which variable is responsible for row and which variable is responsible for column? So you can see that for row I, for column J. Everyone is clear till now? Everyone is clear till now? I'm explaining this nested for loop from very basic, from very start. Okay? Now tell me, from here, our initialization is there. I will be starting from which value? Can I say that 1? I is starting from 1. Is 1 less than or equals to 5? This is the first condition. This is the second condition. If this condition is true, what will be the next step? If you remember the dry run for the for loop, then tell me what will be the next step. If condition is true, what will be the third step? Control will move inside the for loop. Can I say that? Inside this for loop, control will move. And who is there inside the for loop? What is the third step? Can I say that again there is a for loop? Again there is a for loop. Okay. Now let us try to see this inner for loop. Yes or no? Inner for loop. So int j equals to 1. Is the condition is true? This will be the fourth step, suppose. This is the fifth step. Yes, it is true. Then control will move inside the inner for loop. Yes or no? Yes or no? Control will move inside this inner for loop, and what we are going to print over here? The value of j. Where it will get printed? Tell me. Where it will get printed? Can I say that it will get printed over here? Because what is the value of I? What is the value of I? See, यहाँ पे लिखा हुआ है. What is the value of I? 1. What is the value of j? 1. So 1 comma 1 is this cell. Can I say that this cell is 1 comma 1? Am I right? This cell is 1 comma 1. Am I right? Getting it? How 1 is getting printed? Then the rest of the things you know. Do I need to again repeat the trial run of inner for loop? How it will going to work? So it will do I plus plus. It will become 2. So what is the value of I? What is the value of I? Still it is 1. But what is the value of j? It is 2. So this 2 will get updated in this cell. Then increment will be there for j. And again one more increment 4. Again one more increment 5. Right? Then I plus plus. Sorry, j plus plus. When there will be the j plus plus, it will check whether the j it was 5, it will become 6. So this condition will be false and control will move out of the inner for loop. Can I say that? Out of the inner for loop means in this line break, control will come. I am just explaining you how the nested for loop works, nothing else. Okay, if you see I is still 1, so control will move inside this inner for loop and there will be the line break. So can I say that from here control will come to this line? Yes or no? Control will come over here in the next line. Then what will be the next step? So I plus plus. From I, which was 1, will become 2. Then again it will check for the given condition whether 2 is less than or equals to 5 or not. Yes, it is true. Then again inner for loop will get executed. Getting it? Again inner for loop will get executed now for I equals to 2. Now can I say that this loop will again run inner for loop? It will start from which value? Which value? Again from 1 till 5. But where your values will get updated? Where I equals to 2. Where I equals to 2? In this row 2. So till 1 to 5 you can update. Getting it? Then again I plus plus. What is the next row? Next row is after giving the line break, control will move over here. Next row is 3. Then can I say that again inner for loop will work from j equals to 1 to j equals to 1 to 5. Yes or no? What is the value of I? 3. So in the row number 3, update the values. Same thing will go on. Is then I will increment 4. Then again j will run 3, 4, 5. I will increment to 4 to 5. Then again j will run from 1 to 5. Is it clear, everyone? Is it clear? Now let's come back to Rapid. Come back to Rapid. Now, if I want to see the value of I and j, is it possible? Yeah, it is possible. So if you understood the dry run, then whatever the output that you are going to get now, that also you are going to understand. So let me run it again. Java nested.java. If you understood the cells, then please do the concentration over here. How many rows are there? How many rows are there? How many columns are there? Just a second. We check it again. System.out.print. I is learning from 1 to 5. J is learning from 1 to 5. So giving one space between I variable and the J variable. Right. Just let me save it again. Let me run it again. Code is code is right, but whatever the output I want. Okay. Let us try to see the value of I. So 1 1 1 2 2 2 3 3 3 in this way it should come. Yeah, it is coming in this way. Then I want to see the corresponding value of J as well. I want to see the corresponding value of J. Yeah, I will come to it. Just a minute. Okay, let's put the comma instead of that. 1 comma 1 1 comma 2. Okay, over here again I need to do I need to give one more space. Now you are going to visualize it. Just a second. Yeah, wow. Just a touch. Yeah. Now, if you see that, are you able to see this cell value? Whatever the values just now we have given as 1, 2, 3, 4 over here. If you see these cells 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, what is the value of miss? What is the coordinate of this cell? Can I say that this is 1 comma 1, this is 1 comma 2, this is 1 comma 3, this is 1 comma 4. Okay, just the same thing we are able to see over here. Okay, again give the more visualization uh, in the in this way. Now the brackets will also come over here. Yeah. Now see this. This is the first cell where we have written 1. This is the 1 1. Then if you notice that in this line, which is common, which thing is common? 1 is common. What is the 1? What is 1 over here? Can I say that it is row 1? It is the value of I, which is common. But which is changing? Column is changing. Means J is changing. Why J is changing? Because inner for loop is working. How many of you are getting this? Why J is changing? Because inner for loop is working and value of I is 1 only. That is reason why 1 is remain constant. Sorry, but J is working, right? So if you see the next line, it is a row 2. It is the row 2. Okay, value of row is remain constant, but value of columns it is changing. Similar for the another rows as well. Getting it? Getting it? So in the same way, we can print one pattern as well. Let's just try to print one pattern. So it, it will again give you more understanding. Don't worry. Now I want to print a pattern like there will be a box. Okay, box which will contain the star. So will you tell me? Can I say that whatever the output I am going to get, it will look like in this way? How many stars will be there in a single row? First of all, how many rows will be there? Tell me. How many rows will be there? 5. How many columns will be there? 5. Okay. So what I am printing? I am just printing a single star. So can I say that this will be output? Means without any space. Okay, sorry for math drawing. So till what? Till 5. Till phi, you will get the output. Again, same thing will be there. Okay? Shall we run this? Let us try to run this. Again, this will be very interesting. See the output. Getting the output. Now, if you want to give the space, it totally depends on you. You can give the space as well. One space also you can give. Is it clear how we are getting the a box which is filled up of star? Everyone, is it clear? It's informed. Now, tell me answer for this. I want this pattern. So I want this pattern. In the first row, there will be 5 star. In the second row, there will be 4 stars. In the third row, there will be 3 star. In the fourth row, there will be 2 star. In the last row, there will be a single star. Huh. Just if you understood how the rows and columns are coming, now tell me how we can implement this. So let us start with the very basic. How many rows will be there? How many rows? 5. How many columns? Columns? Tell me how many columns? Can I say that column are also 5? Yes or no? But if you see that in the first row, I am printing the values from 1 to 5. Okay? When the row is 1, we are getting the output till 5 stars. When the row is 2, we are getting the output till how many stars? 4. Then 3. When the row is 3. When the row is 4, we are getting the output as 2. When the row is 5, we are getting only 1 star. Tell me how we can implement this. How we can implement this using nested for loop. I'm waiting for your responses. Sorry. So some of you are suggesting me reverse the inner loop, okay? And some of you are suggesting me start the J with I. Okay, let us see. Let us see. And we'll try to do the try run as well. No worry. So if you're telling me start J from 5, go till 1, then J minus minus. In this way, in this way, shall I run this? Okay. Let's see. Now, Java nested.java. We run it again. So if you see the same output. What exactly you are doing over here? Same output. In the reverse loop as well, you are doing the same thing. You are printing it 5 times now. Yes or no? So what if I do j equals to I? When I start j with whatever the value of I is coming, okay? Let us see. Let us see the output. Getting the output. We are just doing starting the j with whatever the value of I is coming. So if you haven't understood, let us try to see using what. Just try run it. If you haven't understood, कोई बात नहीं, try run करो. Now, so let me make one table first. Okay, let me make one table. Yeah, just a second. Let me take one table. Sorry about my drawing. जल्दी चला जाए. ठीक है. This is one. This is two. This is three. This is four and five. ठीक है. So let me give the row name as well. This will be the rows starting with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this will be columns 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Tell me what is the value of I from the very start initialization. I will start from. Tell me I will start from 1, right? Is 1 less than equals to 5? This is the second step. Yeah, it is right. Then control will move inside the for loop. Inside the for loop means there is a inner for loop again, which contains j. So j will start from again 1. Is 1 less than equals to 5? Yes. If this condition is true, then again control will move inside the for loop. Yes or no? So what exactly we are doing inside this for loop? We are just printing the star. But where exactly you are going to write the star? Tell me the coordinates. What is the value of I? This is going to represent your I. This is going to represent your j. What is the value of I? Fast, fast. What is the value of I is 1. What is the value of j? Is also 1. So where is the 1 comma 1? Can I say that this block is a 1 comma 1? So can I write star over here? ठीक है? Fine. Okay, done. So this is done. Fine. So next step is I plus plus. This is number 6. Okay. So what was the value of I? It was 1. Now it will become 2. Yes or no? It will become 2. It will become 2. Sorry. So again, it will check for the condition whether 2 is less than or equals to 5. Yes. Then we are printing the star. But where you are going to print the star? What are the values of I and j? What is the I? 1. What is the j? 2. 1 comma 2. Where it is? Can I say that this block? Similarly, can I say that this loop will going to run from j equals to 1 till j equals to 5 till 3, 4, 5. Can I say that I'm going to get this output when I is equals to 1? Everyone, you guys are clear with this till now? First row कैसे print हुई? It was very easy. ठीक है? Now come to the second part. From here, might be things are going to change. Yes or no? Might be possible. Now tell me, this J loop is over. J loop is over means you can say that control will come over here there is a statement who is sorry there is a statement system.out.print which is going to shift your control from line number 1 to, so you can imagine from here to line number 2. Which statement? This statement is going to shift. So next statement is, what was the value of I? It was 1. So can I say that I plus will be there? From I equals to 1, it will become I equals to 2. ठीक है? Again, it will check whether your 2 is less than or equals to 5 or not. Yes, it is. If it's true, then control will come inside the inner for loop. Can I say that? Now tell me what is the value of j? Is it going to start with 1 or is it going to start with 2? Give me a second. Yeah, there might be some changes. Just a second. Need to make. So inside the inner for loop, you can see that whatever the column values are there, you are going to decrease it by 1. Means whatever the value of 1, starting value of I was 1, then again it was started from 1 to 5. Then whatever the column values are there for the j, they are getting decreased by whatever the values of I is coming. Means in the next loop, it is coming 2, right? So you can say that the columns, they are going to get decreased. Okay. So I'm not taking the remaining dry run part. I'm just changing it to the next question. To this one. Now suppose I want to print hollow square. Hollow square in the sense, let me give you idea. So I want the output in this way. I want the output in this way. Suppose the rows are 5 only. Rows are 5 only. But if you see the columns, if you see the columns, so 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this thing I need to make. So how many rows are there? So you can say that. How many columns are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? So what pattern you are able to observe? This is the rows. What pattern you are able to observe when these are the columns? what pattern you are able to observe. So can I say that if you see this row number 1 and row number 5, row number 1 and row number 5, they are fully get printed. Row number 1 and the row number 5, you are getting the all columns are also getting printed. Now similarly column number 1 and column number 5, can I say that this is also getting printed fully? Apart from this, nothing you need to print. How many of you are getting this? Row number 1, row number 5, column number 1, column number 5. Only these cells are filled. Apart from this, the rest are not filled. So which thing I need to, which changes I need to make in the code? Now can I say that over here, if which variable representing the row? Which variable representing the row? I. So when I equals to 1 or I equals to what? Can I say that 5? Or when j equals to 1 or j equals to 5, then only you need to print star, else what? Do I need to print anything? Do I need to print anything? Why we are using or? So might be possible this statement can be splitted. If I equals to 1, do this. Then else if I equals to 5, do this. Instead of that, I'm just combining all this statement inside the single line. Inside the single line. Will I get the output? Let us try to see. Yeah, wow. Nested to Java. What output I'm getting? Is it what we wanted? No. So what changes I need to make? Tell me where I'm getting making the mistakes. So if you see that I am starting J with I. So it was for the previous code now. It was not for this code. I have to start J with the one only now. Yes or no? Now see the output. Getting it. How to print is hollow square. Hollow rectangle can also be possible. For example, you if you want to keep if you want to deal with the n means some variable, instead of pi you can replace with n. Will it work? Yeah, of course it will work. So when I equals to 1 or when I equals to n, when j equals to 1 or when j equals to n. ठीक है? Run it again. Getting the same output. Getting it how you can print the hollow square. ठीक है? Now let me change the problem statement. Let me change the problem statement. I have to make one X symbol. Means this type of symbol I have to make. Is what how exactly it will look like. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cool. Really. So how many rows are there? If you see, if you notice this. So again, 1 to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, There is nothing, just if else statements will be required. One, two, three, four, five. One, two, three, four, then five. If I make this table, then again visualization will be easy. See this table. Okay. Hmm. Now tell me how we can implement this. What condition I need to write. Now tell me what is the value of the cell? What is the cell value? 1 comma 1. What is the cell value? I'm just imagine this one. Okay, let me take out this. Just imagine this one and tell me value of row and value of column. Tell me value of row and value of column for this. 1 1, then 1 1, then 2 2, then for this 3 3, then 4 4, then 5 comma 5. So what this is I and this is J. What pattern you are able to see? What pattern you are able to see? Can I say that over here row is equals to column? Row की value जो भी आ रही है, it is equals to column, means I equals to J over here. Everyone, is it clear? So let us try to print only this one. इतना ही print करते हैं, ठीक है? इतना ही print करते हैं. Now I am changing the variable name. ठीक है? Forget good understanding. I am changing the variable name from I to row and J to column. ठीक है? J to column. ठीक है? Now when this statements need to change. Can I say that when row equals to column? When row equals to column. So just print out print star and give the space as well. So what output I'm going to get? Tell me. Can I say that one diagonal I'm going to get? But if you see the diagonal, how it is coming. So will you tell me what is the problem over here? Why you are not able to see in a diagonal? So because of another condition, you are not able to see it. So it is one kind of hollow space, means you have to fill something in a hollow space. In the hollow space, let us try to give some extra space, okay? So that we can able to visualize. Let's try to give the space. I'm getting it. Are you able to see this output as first diagonal? Now see this. Now you are able to see key. We are whatever the spaces I am giving now, it is also available over here. See this one. Are you able to see this right angle side? So this is the extra space which is coming because of this else statement. Okay. Now let us see how we can give the second diagonal. Now tell me how we can give the second diagonal. It is again very interesting. Just you need to identify the pattern. What is the second diagonal? Let me highlight the second diagonal and tell me the coordinates. This is the second diagonal. Tell me the coordinates. For example, tell me coordinates for this. 1 5. First row will come. Okay, always remember. First row will come, not the column. Then for this, first row will come 2 comma 4. Then for this 3 comma 3. Then for this 4 comma 2. For last one 5 comma 1. Now what is the pattern? Tell me any pattern you are able to see. So for example, this is the I, and then second is the column. This is the row, and this is the column. Okay. First value is for the row, second value is the column. Any pattern, any pattern, any pattern. No? Okay, some of you are able to see pattern. What is the addition of this row plus column? What is the addition of row plus column? What is the addition of row plus column? What is the addition of this? What is the addition of this? What is the addition? 5 plus 1, 6, 2 plus 4, 6, 3 plus 3, 6, 4 plus 2, 6, 5 plus 1, 6. Okay? Are you able to see this pattern? Now, but in case of code, how you can able to figure out this cell in terms of code? Ki whenever I reach to this cell, then only I need to print a star. Else I need to give the space. So how you are able to locate this cell using the conditional statement? So can I say that when I add row plus column, it should be equals to 6, or we have the n. In terms of n, how we can write? Can I write n plus 1 in terms of n? Okay, let us try to see whether we are able to print the given pattern or not. So if row equals to column, then do print this star. So can I say that or row plus column when it is equals to n plus 1, then also you need to print a star. Is it right? Is it right? Please confirm. Just try to see whether we are able to get our correct output. Nested.java. Spelling mistake. Are you able to see the output as per the expectation? Just trying to select it. So you are able to see in the remaining empty part, there are the spaces. There are the spaces which you are not able to see, but when you select, the spaces are present. Is it clear how we can print a star pattern? Is it clear, everyone? Please confirm. Okay. Now let us try to change the problem statement. एक और pattern देखते हैं. ठीक है. So what is the problem statement? I need to print a pattern which will give me output in, sorry, m m m pattern I need to print. M pattern I need to print. Abhishek, don't spam the chat. Whatever the doubts you have the stand up as well, but don't disturb right now. We are going to take the doubt at the end. Currently just focus. Yeah, might be possible ki at the start you will going to take some time to understand, to digest this thing. It is not something which will come in the one go. Okay. So I mean it's just two for loops. Two for loops. Okay. Now, have you understood what I want to print? I want to print the M. How it will look like? Let me give you idea. Again, we are going to take N as a phi, and one more important observation as well. You need to tell me on this. So first, I am going to just write two columns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And let me write down name of rows. These are the rows. This is column number first, then second, then third, then fourth, then fifth. Let me write the column number fifth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Tell me how we are going to implement this. Think how we can. If you understand the X wala pattern, if you understand the X wala pattern, it is again going to be very similar. Hmm. Now I need to print this diagonal. Can I say that I need to print this diagonal in only half of the way? Can I say that? Can I say that I need to print this diagonal in only half of the way, or half of the way? Yeah, there is some changes. Let me correct it. There is some changes. It should not be over here. So it is over here. Okay. Now, tell me what we can do. What we can do over here. First of all, is it sorted how you are going to print this column number 1 and column number 5? Is it sorted how you are going to print the column number 1 and column number 5? So you can say that when column equals to 1, or when column equals to n, you are going to print this and this one. Okay, is it sorted? Now, if you see this diagonal, so can I say that it is coming in the half of the row, half of the row. So can I say that when we have the n number of rows, so it will be n by 2. What is n by 2? If I take the n as an integer, if n equals to 5, what is the 5 by 2? What is the 5 by 2? What is the 5 by 2? It is 2.5, but in case of int value, so it will give me output as a 2. But I need to take this output till what line? I don't want only the 2 rows. I want the 3 rows. So can I say that I need to add 1 as well? How many of you are getting this? I need to add one more. Okay, one more. Okay, again I am repeating. Again I am repeating. Even if you are not getting, yeah, might be possible for the M pattern you will get some confusion, but don't worry. So if you see this M pattern, so this diagonal is coming only half of the way. Okay, at the middle row. You can say that till middle row it is coming. How many of you are comfortable? Till middle of the row, this diagonal is coming. Again, it is going to go up, right? As you can say that it is a upward diagonal or lower diagonal. Means slope is positive and slope is negative. You can say that, right? So just focus on this diagonal. Okay, focus on this diagonal. So can I say that it is coming till half of the row? So how we can write in terms of code? It will be n by 2 plus 1. Okay, so this is one kind of diagonal where row equals to column, but only we need to run that loop or run that condition till it will reaches to the row number 3. Means if you remember how we have printed this diagonal, how we have printed this diagonal, how we have printed when row equals to column. Can I say that? In this way we have printed this diagonal now. If you remember this diagonal when row equals to column, but अभी ये पूरा print नहीं करना है, हमें half तक ही print करना है. So what extra condition I need to add? Tell me. So you can say that condition will be like that. You please concentrate. If you understood when row equals to column, this is going to print whole diagonal, but I do not need to come till the last. So I can write the condition in this way. When row equals to column, and so you can take this value in some variable. I am defining this variable as mid. Now tell me what extra condition I need to add. I have given the operator as well, and operator I'm going to use. So can I say that I can add the condition as row when row is less than or equals to mid value, when row is less than or equals to mid value, till only print the diagonal. How many of you are getting this? How many of you are getting this? If you understood how we print whole diagonal, means this diagonal which is in the violet color, if you understood this, so we have to print only half diagonal. For half diagonal, we have to take the printing statement only when you reaches to this middle value. Okay. Now tell me how we have printed this remaining wala diagonal. Means if you see this diagonal which is over here, the second diagonal, second diagonal. So if you see the second diagonal, let me change the color. Okay, white ले लेते हैं. So this is the second diagonal. So we know that how to print a whole diagonal. ये पूरा diagonal कैसे print करना है? Till if I want to go till last, how we have printed whole diagonal? So you're telling me that row plus column is equals to in terms of n. So can I say that n plus 1? In terms of n, can I say that this is the n plus 1? But this is going to print diagonal till last. But I don't want to print till last. ठीक है, last तक जाना ही नहीं है. So which extra condition I need to add? So again, if you see that till middle only we need to run. So let's try to add the same condition when row is less than or equals to mid. ठीक है? Let us try to see whether we are getting the right output or not. Again, I'm going to explain it. Okay? No worry. Let us see output. Let us try to implement it first. So let we have to define one more variable as mid, right? What will be the value of mid? It will be n by 2 plus 1. ठीक है? Yeah, we are going to try run as well, no worry. N by 2 plus 1, right? N by 2 plus 1. Now, when row equals to column. So first of all, we know that it is a which pattern? So let me give you the pattern as well over here. It will be the M. So how to print this first column and the last column? How to print the first and last column? Hmm. If column equals to 1 or column equals to n. Okay, this is going to print what this is going to print? Yeah, just give me a response over here what it is going to print. Then we are again going back to the parent part once we get the output. What is it is going to print? First and last column. Okay, first and last column. Everyone is comfortable? First and last column. Okay, if you are not getting it, let us try to print the first and last column first. Print star. You can add a star over here. Space else system dot out dot print space. ठीक है, run it. What output I will get? First and last column. Getting it? First and last column only. First and last column only. ठीक है. Now, what is the second thing? You need to print a diagonal. Whether I need to print whole diagonal? ये दोनों diagonal print करने हैं मुझे? No, I do not need to print whole diagonal. मुझे सिर्फ अच्छा it is getting erase all. So I just need to take this diagonal till the mid value. Again, I need to take the diagonal till this is a lower diagonal. You can say that the diagonal whose slope is negative, the diagonal whose slope is positive. ठीक है, till only half of the half of the rows you need to take. And one more important thing over here, you are able to visualize it or not, I don't know. If this whatever the number of rows and columns you are getting now, more specific number of rows, they have to be odd. Am I right? If they are not odd, is it possible? So just do the research from your side as well. Do the try run by taking the even even number of rows and tell me the output. Okay, even number of rows and column and tell me the output. Now come back to our point. So we have printed first column and the last column. What is the next thing? Hmm. Is that or what is the next thing? Okay, okay. Try to print the diagonal. If row equals to column, if row equals to column, or or row plus column if it is equals to n plus 1. So this is going to print me the two diagonals of a, you can say that matrix. Let us see. Okay. This is what I wanted. ये चाहिए मुझे. No, I don't want this wala part na. I don't want whole diagonal. I don't want whole diagonal. Are you able to visualize? ये चाहिए नहीं मुझे. ये वाला part. You can say that till what it is getting extended. I don't want this part, right? So how to minimize that part? Using the mid variable. That is the reason why I'm taking the mid variable. So it will not take your condition till last. So you can say that one more condition you will add as a and when row is less than, when your row is less than or equals to mid. Okay. Similarly, over here as well we will add one more condition and row is less than or equals to mid. Now let us see the output. Now, are we getting the output as per the expectation? Yes or no? Are we getting the output as per the expectation? How many of you have understood this now? Just if you understand how we have printed X pattern, if you understood how we have printed X pattern, in the same way, we have just tried to print the M pattern. Getting it? Is it clear? No, let us come to the another problem statement. I'm trying to now simplify the things. Again, we will take very basic problem statement. Now, suppose I want to print a calendar dates. For example, whatever the day is there, along with that, the month will come. Whatever the day is there, along with that, month will come. For example, today is 28 and month is 12. Okay, only this thing I want to print. I don't want to print a year as well. I don't want to print a year as well. So we can say that if it is December, so output should be like at the very first day will come, then the month will come. Similarly, day will come, then the month will come. Then day will come, then the month will come. So is it possible to do this thing in a single for loop? So anyone wants to volunteer this question? If you understood this, anyone wants to volunteer this? You can raise your hand. You can ask me the doubts as well on this. Rejit Nath, are you there?
Yes, sir. Good
Yeah,
evening,
we
sir.
have the very, yeah, good evening. We have the last time as well. Now, I want to print this pattern.
Okay,
Okay,
sir.
means the output should be like first. Okay, let me define the output over here. So day, then you can say that one hyphen, then the month. both are integer. Got it?
Okay,
This way
sir.
I want the pattern. Okay. Now
Okay,
tell
sir.
me, uh, in the outer for loop, what should be there?
In the outer for loop, there will be a month.
Month. Okay, let us take month. For in month starting from
1 to 12
till month is less than or equals to 12 month plus plus. Now tell me inside this for loop.
day for
So
that.
day, can I take a variable as a day as a 31? Because
Yes.
if you see that it is going to change based on the months. Means on
But
Feb
yes, sir.
we have
That's why I'm telling that if
hmm,
if that will if there is no that February month, how can we define that February month and
that is the reason why I have defined a variable as a day, int day. So based on the month, we will apply again some conditional statements inside the loop.
full loop? Okay,
Okay.
sir. Okay,
Means
sir.
for example, February has 28 days only. So how you can change
If
the variable value? For
month
example,
is month is equal to 12, sorry, 2, then
you
day
just
is
need to replace
days
value days
equals
days
to
as
28.
28.
Okay,
Okay.
sir.
Else if
Uh, month equals. We have to put all
yeah, all conditions.
all.
For example, Jan having the
Sir,
31st
can why we
days.
can't put that event strategy that we put in that like modulus 2 is equal to 0 0
What
equals
is
to
two? Means
equals
you are
to
telling even months, odd months in this way.
yes in this way,
So
like
even month
in
two.
even month.
Mhm.
Okay, no, we can't put that actually because July and August are both in the right. Okay, okay, sir.
Got it.
Got it, sir.
So April, I think April
Yes, sir.
has 30 days. Then
Yes.
June, then November,
No, no. April, June, September,
September, then November.
then
Okay.
November.
Means month April, month June, then month uh, September,
September,
then month
11,
11.
November,
So for this months, just replace the variable days to. Is there any other
30.
session after this?
No,
Do we have another session?
no, sir.
Just
We
confirm.
don't have. No, no, sir. We don't have any session after this.
Else, the days will be like 31.
31.
Okay, already it is there, but I'm just completing this condition. Okay,
Okay, sir.
sorry. Now, can I run the for loop now?
Yes, sir.
Can I run this for loop?
Um,
Or is
Wait,
there
sir.
anything we need to consider again?
No, sir. We can run this full loop, sir.
Okay. Now, suppose one more thing I want to add. Before printing the days and month, I want to print which specific month it is. Means, for example, over here I'm printing for December. So December first get printed, then it will start in this way. So is it possible?
So
We
then
can.
we need for string. We need to
Okay. We
add the
need to
string variable.
declare a string variable you are telling, right?
Right, sir.
ठीक है. So
Sir,
let's
then
define.
that will be very long. It will be going very long. Don't it?
It can be, but it is possible, right?
Yes, it is
String
possible.
month. You can take just empty string I'm defining. So again, if else condition we can take, but if more if else condition are there, so we have the option to use switch case. Yes or no?
So, I guess we haven't learned yet the switch.
So you guys haven't learned switch case,
Yes, sir.
but on some day some of you were telling you learn. So guys, you don't know switch case? Yeah, I'm getting the output as in the chat as they have learned. So I think you need to check it out. It is already covered after the if else conditional statement in the theoretical part of PR 101. It is already covered. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I'm going to switch month. So you can say that if what we can write over here, guys,
If month,
or we have one more option. See, I don't need to define even the string. We know that if case is one, so we know no, which can be the month if the case is one. If case is one, which can be the month? Can I say that it will be the Jan? Then I need to break it. Then again we have the another case. If the month is two, so see month is coming from here. Are you getting it? Month is coming from here. If month equals to one, then we know that it will be a Jan. Then if it is equals to 2, then we know that it will be Feb, right?
right?
Then break. So I'm not going to write all the condition. So some default, sorry, some default statement will be there in case of the switch one. Invalid month. Okay? No. So So this is the switch case based on the month variable. We are going to print some month as well. Now we have to run just inner for loop int day for day, right? For day equals to one and day is less than or equals to. Can I say that based on this days variable only we need to run inner for loop? Till that only we need to run this inner for loop. No? Then day it's done already done. String dot out dot println. So whatever the day which is coming, one hyphen, then month. Okay. Let's see the output what we are getting. For example, if it is a month one, uh, how many days will be there? It will be 31. And if it is one, you will get the output as a Jan. Then inner for loop will work. Then you will going to get day along with the month. Okay. Let us see. Let us see the output. Let me clear this first. Yeah. Java, nested.java. Now, just see the first one. So what it is getting printed? Jan. Why? Because if you see the first outer loop, month equals to 1, and when case is 1, you are going to get the output as Jan. Now directly, this loop is running. You are getting the day, then whatever the month is there. It is the first month and it is the day one. So if it is Jan, are you able to see it is running till 31? But when it is Feb, how many days are there in Feb? Are you able to see? Only 28 days. And why it is coming as an invalid month? Because I haven't written the condition for the remaining month. You can write the condition for the remaining month. So see you are getting the output for the remaining month as well. You can write as we don't have the enough time. So I'm just writing as a invalid. It's just giving the default condition is getting the executed. So are you getting it? How it is working? Are you getting it? So yeah, we are stopping over here only.